So, you have one of these wiggly boys, and you don't know how to drive it. Well, today, I'm going to show you here on the TikToks. So, first up, what you want to do is actually start your vehicle. So, obviously you have your key in the run position. Now, mine doesn't actually have a neutral safety switch for the clutch, but I am still going to demonstrate it. So, put your foot on the clutch, like that, and you can turn it over, right? I just have this thing running, so it just fired it up pretty easily. And then now, make sure, again, you're in neutral. You can take your foot off the clutch there, and when you're ready to move, then you can, actually, I'll show you the steps. So, to move it very easily, I take the I put my foot on the clutch, take the handbrake off, put it in gear, and then you'll see that I very, very slowly wait to feel it pull, give it a little bit of gas on top of that, and away we go. Right? Now we're moving. Now, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to set you guys up so you can see a point of view of what I'm seeing for this. So give me one moment. Alright, let me just get this all set up here. Perfect. Make sure it's rolling. Perfect. It's just a simple thing of, like I said, put it into first, put my seatbelt on. So let's slowly off the clutch till you feel it pull a little bit, give it a little bit of gas, and then off the clutch. Just like that. And now, let's get over to the road. And I'll show you what to do when you come to a stop and everything like that. I'm not going to shift quite yet because I'm headed that way. So when you come to a stop though, like I am right now, you put your foot all the way down on the clutch, and then you hit the brake a bit while you're still in gear. And there you go, just like that, right? Pretty simple. Now and again, I'm coming to a stop because I'm going to be turning left here, and plus it's a stop sign. So I stop. Might take me a minute because there's a little bit of traffic. So, but when there's a little bit of traffic, so that you don't wear out your the throw bearing, all you can do is put it in neutral, take your foot off the clutch, hold it on the brake, and then just wait. And then just like that. And again, a little bit on the clutch. Oh, wait. Oh, this guy's turning right. There we go. And then when I need to shift, clutch in, and just like that. You know, I rev too high, but again, clutch in every time when you feel the revs get too high, or like for me, I like to usually do it at around 3,000, or like not 3,000, sorry, like 2,000-ish RPM, sometimes higher, sometimes lower, depending on what I'm doing, right? And it's very simple to drive, you know, a manual. Like, I'm very used to this car. I daily drive this car, and it's wonderful to drive this car. You know, like, this is an 81 Mustang, it's like fully mechanical. There isn't really hardly any electronics in this, and I swapped the G5 with myself. But now, so you see a red light ahead, so hit the brake a little bit, clutch it, put it into gear. And again, then you do that, and you just listen, and you do it again. Now, actually, the light turned green, so I don't have to stop, so there you go. Again, clutch in, and shift up, right? And then you can hear the revs getting a little higher, so again, clutch in, shift up, right? Simple as that. And then as I'm coming to the stop sign ahead, because like what I'm actually doing here, cool thing you can do with the manual is that you can actually do what's called engine braking, which is what I just did. I downshifted without using the brake, so that I didn't have to really touch the brakes very much. I'll still have to, but again, like so, going to the light, put all the way down on the clutch, lid off slightly, give it a little bit of gas, boom. Too many people like will ride the clutch entirely, and make sure that your foot is completely off the clutch when you shift, or that you're not getting any pressure on it, because you can actually wear out your clutch prematurely and you can burn out the clutch doing that. So just be careful, right? Just be very careful. And so many people do not use these four-ways correctly because they stop at the wrong spot. So many people actually stop in the crosswalk, and that's just not the way to go. And like, one thing is, like, I have raced this car, and I have done a bunch of work to this car. I know this car inside and out, and I truly believe that everybody who is driving, you know, their car should have that. And are these protesters? I'm gonna guess so. It's probably like honk for the carbon tax or whatever. It's just kind of funny. Which, like, granted, I don't like the carbon tax either, but you know, I'm not gonna protest about it because it's not gonna, nothing's gonna change about it. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's kind of just like how to drive a manual. You know, very, very simple overall. And then once you get a basic grasp of that, then you can move on to actually driving your manual of like doing a little more harder driving, which is coming up. And I think they need to inquire about that Lincoln Mark 7 that's over there. I see it there all the time. It doesn't move. I just wonder what's going on with it. You know, but yeah, it's black just like the one I bought. Mine's a diesel though. That one's probably a 5-liter. Again, you can see what I'm doing here. There you go, just like that. So like as an example, you know, I can like bit of fun, you know, with my car, because I just know it that well. But anyways, I hope this was informative to y'all, and yeah, take care, and I'm gonna end it just up here, but stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. But just need to find a spot to pull over, because there isn't that much of that in the industrial area, to be honest. But, and I also don't want to like grab the phone as I'm moving. I can just pull off spot right here. Perfect. But yeah, hopefully this helps y'all with that. And some vehicles need to give, you know, you need to give gas when setting off, and others you don't. But that's just a basic sort of tutorial that way of doing it. So, anyways, ciao.